Opposition Senator Dr. Joyelle Clarke questioned the motive of the government in pushing the National Assembly Elections Amendment Bill 2020 that would make changes to the registration of voters. Dr. Clarke suggested that the amendments are inherently discriminatory and is not really a priority at this time.
Now you are saying with this bill it's passed, it's gazetted, it automatically negates my qualification to vote, which is now stretched for another 1.5 or 2 years. It is with this sense. Is this any sense, Mr. Speaker?
Makes no sense.
Why the haste, Mr. Speaker? The government was elected to serve for 5 years. Or did I get it wrong, Mr. Speaker? Why the rush in saying we rush slowly? We take our time. We consult with the electorate. Have we done that, Mr. Speaker? Have we consulted with the electorate? Have we consulted with the Bar Association, Mr. Speaker? Last time we were here, Mr. Speaker, discussing the customs bill. It was full of customs where we are the legal representatives, Mr. Speaker.
Dr. Clarke also suggested that the amendments would have repercussions for residents on St. Kitts and Nevis.
What happens to Kittitian police officers who live in Sandy Point and are stationed in Nevis for 8 months, and then from Nevis, Charlestown, they move to Bastia and they rent in the village? Realize how many lists they will be moving within the 18-month period? Further, while they are busy running around to confirm their registration, let's assume that the police are the ones who have to now police the movement of residents to ensure they meet the qualifications for registering. Is this police force so low on work that they will now be policing the movements of ordinary residents to ensure that we vote where we live?
The senator also questioned the motive of making changes to the eligibility of Commonwealth voters.
I questioned the need to differentiate between Caribbean Commonwealth and non-Caribbean Commonwealth citizens. What are the implications for non-Caribbean Commonwealth citizens when the global trend is to become increasingly open in the way in which we approach ethnicities, race, gender, and rights? We are faced with a bill which is supporting differentiation on no real basis, Mr. Speaker. Such unwarranted differentiation savors too much of a sort of discriminatory approach to non-Caribbean Commonwealth citizens, which the government should be mindful to avoid. When we're differentiating and increasing the length of time for non-Caribbean Commonwealth citizens for the vote, what is the justification for moving from 12 months to 3 years? Yet, every Commonwealth country has the right to determine its own time frame. And we know the trend is to increase. But why for the different groups? Have we considered this obvious discriminating effect?
The National Assembly Elections Amendment Bill 2020 provides for the length of stay that would qualify various non-national residents to vote in the Federation. The legislation also addressed the matter of persons registering to vote where they live. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.